YouTube universe, what is going on? Tonight we'll be making from Home Chef the roasted salmon with ginger-scallion sauce and charred green beans. As always, we'll be going through what came in the package from Home Chef, as well as the utensils you need to prep and cook the meal. Once that's complete, we'll go into a step-by-step process of actually prepping and cooking the meal. With that said, let's get started. So this is a pretty simple meal. Shouldn't take that long to make. We have, as part of the ingredient package from Home Chef, we have 2 green onions, we also have 10 ounces of green beans, we have 2 garlic cloves, we have 2 salmon fillets, we have 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger, we have 1/4 fluid ounce of toasted sesame seed oil, and last but not least, we have 1 fluid ounce of teriyaki glaze. I don't know if you can see it, it's right there, but it's in black. Black on black. Alright, next up, utensils you'll need to prep and cook the meal. So you'll need a baking sheet, as always, seems to be, at least recently. Let me zoom out. There we go. So you need a baking sheet. You need some Reynolds wrap or aluminum foil of your choice, and the crane will do. You need a knife, preferably chef's, but anything will do. You'll need about 4 or 5 containers to cut everything up. You need the aforementioned always used pepper, salt. You need some cooking spray. You need some olive oil. You need a pot. Not pot, pan, sorry, my bad. And of course, if you have one, a zester for the garlic. And that's everything. So the first step we're going to do is set the oven for 400 and also clean the veggies as well as rinse the salmon. Be back shortly. To mention, you also need 2 small bowls, one for the sauce and one for the optional garnish that we're going to do now. So what we're going to do is, after everything is all nice and clean, we're going to take the green onion, and according to the instructions, we're going to cut off about 2-inch pieces and make the garnish. So, maybe out there. I don't know how much you need, and the oven's ready. So this is very simple. What I do is just go very thin. I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in. Good. It's the best I can do, guys. So, open it up. And you can, if you want it longer, you can do longer. But this is basically what I do when I want to do something fancy schmancy. And the only reason I'm doing it is because it says it's an optional garnish. So, you want to make little thin pieces. And then you're going to let them curl. We'll do that next. You gotta be careful with your fingers here. So you're gonna have, it's too big, can't cut that one anymore, so I'll do it that way. So we got one set over there, and here we go with another one. Open it up, and then continue on. You make strips, very thin strips. And the cold water we're going to put in, you want it ice cold. so it curls up. There we go. If you can see that. See, nice and thin, and very small, because you're going to see them curl up by the end. Get some cold water. You want it ice cold, so keep that in mind. If you don't have ice cold water, you put ice in it. You put that there on the side. Let it chill for a bit. Next up, we're going to mince the rest. It does not say to separate the greens from the whites, so we're going to mince it together. As always, we cut the end off. See if you guys can see that. Yeah. I always have to remember to look up at the camera. Alright, so very simply, we're going to cut these up. Then we're going to mince it. Easy peasy. This is not a hard meal. And if you guys love salmon like I do, it's a nice meal. I've made it before. We're just going to chop. Make sure nothing goes all over the place, which it does. Since we're going to mince this, it's going to be a few times to chop because they're big pieces. But as you cut them down, they get easier and easier to chop. Less resistance. Almost done. One more time. There you go, nice and minced. Easy peasy. Sorry about that. There you go. All nice and minced. Alright, next up, we are going to mince the garlic. So if you have a zester, this makes things a heck of a lot easier. If you don't, you can do the same thing as I just did with the green onions. Just Fortunately, you can use green onions on a zester. I can't. Maybe you guys can, but it tastes a little bit too soft. There you go. Next up, we're going to take care of the green beans, ironically. I'm going to bring these over. Just keep them falling all over the place. You have to cut the ends off and inspect them, any bad pieces. We either throw them out. If we can't save them, we can save them. We just cut the bad piece out, like I've done before in the past. So, we'll take it step by step and see what happens. Alright. What was the bottom of this one? Fortunately, there's a lot of mundane tasks when you cook with these meals. And not as bad as the tomatoes from the other day, but cutting ends of green beans, and there's a mountain of green beans here. Bad piece, cut that out. It's okay on the inside. It's cool. Good. Oops. All the way around. Okay, this is a small one. I don't think that's even worth keeping, but put that to the side. This was another one. I'm telling you, we got some winners here. That's a bad piece in there. Check the inside, it's a bad piece. Another junky piece. Yeah, this is alright, I guess. Almost done, guys. I'm sure this is riveting, but we have to move on. Alright, next up, we're going to prep the salmons and cook them. Okay, so here we go with the salmon. I'm going to, again, you got to rinse it. Pat it a little bit dry. And you got to put the salt and pepper on both sides. Just a pinch. Push that in. And we're going to flip it over. And repeat. A little pepper, some salt, and push that in, off to the pan. Alright, so we're going to get some oil. Now I'm going to brown one side about 3 to 4 minutes, and then it's going in the oven. So keep that in mind. And it's going to be in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes. Not 3 to 4 minutes, sorry. 7 to 10 minutes. Well, it's in the oven. We're going to make the green beans. This is a pretty fast meal compared to the other ones. Quite easy too. Anyway, you just want to coat the pan as always. Take your salmon, get your tongs, lay it down. Oops, there we go. Fell on my hand. And number 2. While we do that, we're going to prepare the baking sheet. So it's going in the oven. So that the salmon's cooking next door, over there. And we're going to take some aluminum foil, lay it right in the pan, baking sheet. Take the spray. There you go. So we got about 3 minutes, and then it's gonna go seared side up in the oven for 7 to 10. Middle left. Let's go check and see how they're looking. Currently on its way. For another minute, we're gonna flip it, put it in the oven. We're all good now. Let me adjust the cam. And it's going right in there. And you wanted that brown, crispy look, and you got it. Well, I got it. See? Beautiful. Into the oven it goes, 7 to 10. So, we're now going to make the green beans. So we're going to put some oil back in the pan. About 2 tablespoons or so, depending on how big your pan is. It's a pretty big pan, so coat that. And you know it's hot enough when you see it moving nicely. Free motion, in my opinion. Got the green beans. And we're going to put a pinch of salt and pepper. We'll change it to a medium flame. Salt, your pepper, and just going to let it sit there for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then we add half the ginger, half the garlic, for 1 to 2 minutes. Let's shake it. In about 4 minutes, let's check back. 2 minutes in, let's see what they're doing. Starting to look pretty nice. Okay, nice charring. I'm happy with the way it's going. Now 2 minutes will be done. So these are about done. Doing all the toss. Now shut the fire off, shut the flame off, and we're gonna make the sauce. Next step. I forgot to do one step, actually two steps. I'm gonna add half the ginger. My bad. And do half the garlic. In any order you wish. I of course did it opposite. And we're going to mix it together. And you guys let it cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. Just want to mix it all together. Get it faster. Pretty evenly distributed. And I'll let it cook for about 2 minutes. 20 seconds left. I can tell you the smell with the ginger and the garlic is fantastic. So, do a hot toss. See how they're nice and charred and everything? Beautiful. So now we're going to make the sauce. Alright. So, for the sauce, we'll be combining the remaining ginger. Remaining garlic. Now you can use as much or as little as you like. I like a lot of garlic. Then we're going to add the sesame seed oil. Make sure it's room temperature. The teriyaki glaze. All the minced onions. And 2 tablespoons of water. 1, 2. Mix that together. There's your beautiful glaze. Now if it's still too thick for you, always add more water. I think it's a good consistency. And now we're going to actually plate the dish. So we're going to get some of those beautiful green beans. Lay this down. And we're going to get some of the salmon. There we go. And finally, we're going to take some, oh, did I forget something? Yes, I did. Take some of the garnish. Remember we had the garnish waiting for us? Take the garnish. See how they curled? You can see, let me zoom in for a sec. See? So you have your nice garnish. And a little bit more. There we go. Beautiful. Now the sauce. Just want to pour over the salmon and the green onions. I mean the green beans. My bad. Pour it around. I like to pour it in because when I bite into the salmon, I want to taste the sauce and the salmon, not just, you know, putting it on the side. There you go. Here is your meal. This again from Home Chef and me of course, the roasted salmon with ginger-scallion sauce and charred green beans. As always, I hope everyone enjoyed this meal, especially you home gamers. Any questions, feel free to post them below, message me directly. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. If you hit the subscribe button, you can get notified when I list other videos, which are about 3 to 4 a week. And if you can, also share the video with your friends, family, anyone else to help grow the channel. With that said, I want to enjoy dinner, and everyone else have a great night.